So I'm just gonna do a quick recap of what I did today. So basically, I just got up super early, took the ferry to Gozo, went to the capital of Gozo called Victoria, then went up to the Citadel and kind of got a overlook of most of the island. And yeah, there's like a big cathedral up there, and just went back to the main port in Gozo and took the ferry back today and kind of put it around Valletta, killing some time because I had a bunch of extra time, but that's how I spent most of the day. So yeah, enjoy the video. It's hopefully it's a little bit shorter. I don't know. We'll see. So I got here early to the ferry because I decided to, instead of taking the public bus, like this guy who ferries people to airport, he's like, "You want to ride? Only €5." I was like, "Well, cool." And he dropped me right off at the ferry terminal. So I was like, I thought it was really worth it. It was fast and way less stress. But luckily, I'm here in this time in the morning, and it's like really the light is so beautiful right now, and I get to see all this stuff in this light right now. So it's I get to see the dawn. It's really cool, and this giant boat going by. So hopefully I'll be able to sail out to Gozo here at like 6:45 a.m. Should be nice. But yeah, today's starting out pretty good. I'm flying to the neighboring country here in a bit. Well, this evening. So it's gonna be a long day of travel. Yeah, I think I'm always surprised with how big those cruise ships are. They're like the size of buildings on the sea. It's just like these massive apartment complex looking things. But yeah, the water looks awesome today. All right, here's my last shot at Gozo. Ferry rolled up pretty quick. All right, trying to make my way down here. Man, the city has a ton of tunnels in it. I feel like if anybody tried to invade this country, it'd be like hell. By the Germans and the Italians, like, it's not worth it. But yeah, this thing pulled up pretty quick. Hopefully, smooth sailing today. I don't want to get seasick. All right, I'm getting on the ferry now. It's a pretty good sized boat. I think it's kind of the same size one that I took when I was in Ireland going to Inishmore. So hopefully the waters are a lot nicer than it was there. Woo! Morning. All right. Oh, this is actually not too bad. Let's see. It's kind of go by the window. Kind of want to go over there. All right, I said go towards the rear of the boat for multiple reasons. One has like a toilet. I think this is the best spot for a window. All right. So this is what the interior of like this is like a public ferry because I think the Gozo residents get like a certain fare. I don't know. Maybe it's a private company, but I think it operates more or less like as a public service here. It's not bad. It's pretty good size. Yeah, this is basically the same size as the ferry that I took in Inishmore. So doing a lot of ferry travel. I don't know if you're able to see out there very well. Let me try it the other way. All right, so we're probably gonna have to look at my ugly face while you look outside. So have fun. It's so cool just seeing all that behind me. Increíble. So I say very incredible. So I think down here, these are some of the old customs houses where they used to identify goods coming in and out of the country and decide whether they're tariffed or not. Everybody loves their tariffs these days. It's a, just heads up, tariff is a fancy word for taxes if you're not aware. Okay, so we're gonna get an exterior view of Fort St. Elmo here. This is where I was yesterday. So if you watched yesterday's video, this is the sea view or exterior view of the fortress. So keep going. Well, I didn't really notice all those little buildings. It looks like there's like a little village or something under there. I wonder if people still live there. Wow. But yeah. Yeah, we're going through the gap in the barriers. And it's kind of interesting because like from the top view, the barriers look like there's like a big hole. But now that I'm at the sea view, it looks like it blocks like basically any sort of entrance coming in. Like you have to kind of go in at like a little bit of a curve. So yeah, torpedoes can only come in at a very narrow angle if you were to fire a torpedo into the bay. So I think it really did its job. I think that bridge there, if you can see it there, was actually struck by an Italian demolition team during World War II. So the Italians had these incredible like mini subs, and they would do like little commando attacks, like special forces attacks. And they were actually pretty good. That was like one of the bright spots in the Italian military was their little mini sub commando attacks in different areas. So they conducted some operations here on the island, but I don't think they got much further than that as far as like land-based forces go. But they did drop a lot of bombs here on the island. Right, there's the wall protecting the bay. While the water looked a lot nicer in the protected bay, now that we're out at sea, it's pretty choppy. Round 2 of seasickness. Then I also have to come back, so I'm only in Gozo for like a couple hours. Just have a bit of breakfast, take a few photos, and basically get back on the ferry. So fun times. So I get to experience an ocean sunrise out here. Kind of see it out in the distance. I'm returning now, so I lost it. All right, I'm arriving here on the island of Gozo. So I guess you can't really see anything. There's some ships up there. Oof, man, I got a little sick there. I had to go to the bathroom for a bit. It's kind of rough. I didn't vomit or anything, but I felt like I was for a second. All right, we're getting off on the island of Gozo now. Gotta be careful. Here we go, Gozo. The ferry. Alright, this is a smaller island. So I don't know. I need to look up the population, but I think it's maybe like 10 or 20,000 people live here. Look for the public transport buses. Oh man, I didn't realize getting off the boat. I just feel so much better just being on dry land. I don't know, maybe I couldn't have handled the Navy. I think I would have died. I feel like I wasn't like so sensitive to being out on the sea before. I don't know what it is. My guts got weaker. Yeah, that's what I need is a coffee. I'm dying right now.
Et votre limite, il y a John. Next stop is jar, jar.
Here's the ferry port. Wow. It's like a cool looking cathedral coming up.
Evangelis via Chambray. I feel it. Next stop is Chambray. I feel it.
Well, at least I was able to get the value out of the card. I thought I lost like 10 or 15 euros for purchasing like the ferry pass.
Evangelis via Cordina. I feel it. Next stop is Cordina. I feel it.
Yeah, I think the trees here are interesting. Some fields. Some meat.
Evangelis via Knina. Shukia. Next stop is Knina. Shukia.
Yeah, I can see the cathedral back there. Car dealership. Some Kias. Somebody had a bad accident here. All right, I'm headed. I'm here in the capital city, Victoria, capital city of Gozo Island, and I'm gonna go check out the citadel. So it's really cool. Yeah, you gotta love the architecture here. It's really interesting. Feels like it's like a mash of like Arab, Roman, Greek, it's a little bit of everything. Oh, it's crazy. It's a cool plaza. These trees. This is like a Monument. That's a World War II monument. Yep, Buttigieg. It's a pretty popular name here. Saliba, Galea, Ozone. Huh. It's interesting. Jesus. You can see the airmen, soldiers. The women and children. The Navy guys, the sailors. Oh, there's one church open. I guess. See if I go in there. Take my hat off. There's an older gentleman praying in there, so I don't want to bother him. But that was yeah, it seemed like a lot of the churches in Valletta were closed, so that's the first one I seen open. But yeah, it's like I feel like the culture here is very religious. Coffee and pastries here are like really affordable. I just had a americano and a pastry, and it was like €2 for both of those. Pastries. All right, here's the Citadel. Oh no, steps. It's like a movie theater here. Yeah. Mario Galaxy. Oh man, I'm getting my steps in today. All right, I'll start filming once I make it to the top. All right, I'm making it to the top. All right. All right, I'm making it to the top there. I think the Citadel might be closed right now. It's a Sunday and I'm here kind of early, so at least I had the opportunity to come out here. Let's see. I just kind of want to get a view of the city. Oh wow, these trees are really cool. Oh wow. I don't know, I'm gonna see if I could get in here. It's pretty cool. Kind of see if I get a little bit higher up. Yeah, I feel like I have this fortress to myself. No one's crazy enough to get up this early. But look at that. That's crazy, right? So there's the Mediterranean back there. I think directly south of here is actually Libya. So it's like Tripoli is directly south. I think if you sail about 100, 150 miles that way, you'd be in Libya. But yeah, this is pretty amazing. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's nice having this place to myself with like no tourist here. It's crazy, like there's so many like hilltop fortresses and stuff. Yeah, it feels good to kind of like get out to the countryside though. Oof, man, my vertigo is kind of kicking in, so I'll only be out here for a second. Oh, look, you can see the other side. So the island's really small. So you can see the ocean on that side, and then I can see the ocean on the other side there. But yeah, there's some fields here. Look like people are like growing wheat and a few other crops I couldn't really identify. All right, climbing, climbing, climbing. Be careful. All right, getting close to the top. Huh, I wonder if these are like buildings or like little gardens or what. This is really cool. I don't know, it feels weird, like I shouldn't be here. I'm like, it was open, so there's like a museum in there. I think it's like €5 to go in, but I think just to visit this is a public site, so. Man, this is like the best, being in a busy tourist site when you're the only one. Priceless. It's like you won't get to see anything like this on YouTube very often, probably. That's so cool. Such a stunning view. All right, here's what it looks at the top there. I think from this point you could basically see the entire island almost. This island's like a little mini fortress. I feel like Valletta's its own like fortress, and this entire island is just a series of hills and fortresses. But yeah, Gozo. This is so cool. So you could see the Mediterranean to the north too, so you could just do a whole spin around, and then I could see pretty much most of the island from there. Ocean there, ocean there. Yeah, This scene is very outstanding. Guess having like mass probably. Sorry, this is as close to the edge as I want to get. Seems like every like little town has like a giant cathedral attached. Yeah, I need to get away from this wall. It's making me kind of feel sick. Oh, yeah, I was gonna go up there and get like a view of the wall up there, but the walls are too short for me, and I'm just getting really bad vertigo. But, oh my god, this doesn't feel real. Like I have this entire place to myself. It's like it's so cool. I guess this is a perk of getting up early. Yeah, that was the wall. Like the walls are only like 2 feet or something, like 3 feet. So it was like up to my like waist, and I just felt like I was gonna topple over. Just did not feel good. So cool. So according to Google, the population of this island is about 40,000. So Gozo Island, about 4,000. And this is the capital here called Victoria and has about 8,000 people. So about the same number of people as my hometown Socorro. It's kind of interesting. But look at this cathedral they have. Imagine Socorro having all this sort of stuff. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I think they're gonna do mass here in a minute. So I can't really film in there, maybe. Yeah. Why should I get going? Should probably start making my way back to the port so I get back to the main island and get to the airport. It's funny, they have like a lot of theaters in place here. Singing in the rain. It's funny. Guess they brought that one back. It's gonna pass. Yeah, back there was like a real nice theater. Yeah, they love their pasties here for sure. British pasty culture. It's like a bunch of them there. All right, so I just did a quick tour of the main citadel here in Victoria, and yeah, it was really cool. I was the only one there. Headed back to the port now. I have plenty of time there. My ferry doesn't leave till like 11:30, so yeah, just gonna chill there, and then I guess I'll have a little bit of time in Valletta. Maybe chill, have like lunch there, and then head to the airport. That's the plan. So I got some downtime now, just kind of hang out. So I'm headed back to the main island. Turns out I wanted to be here. They said I could use my ticket for earlier than it had listed on there. So cool. I don't have to wait around 2 hours here at the port. So head straight back I guess I could just chill in Valletta for a few hours and then go to the airport. Cool. I'm back on the ferry. So I was on the island for a pretty short amount of time, but I feel like I saw a whole lot quickly. The Citadel was pretty cool. So back to Valletta and yeah, just gonna chill. But oh yeah, here in front of the port there was a bunch of um, older guys with their motorcycles. They had a bunch of classic British bikes. They had some Triumphs there, and yeah, I don't know, really cool to rent a classic bike and kind of ride around. But I'd be a little bit afraid with the traffic rules here. It seems kind of a little chaotic. I don't know. Looks like fun. Here's what the fort looks like during the day. Oh, it's a good thing I left early this morning because it is crowded. So I can only imagine what it's gonna look like today in Gozo. There was like already tons of people, and I had the whole Citadel to myself. So I guess the travel tip is go early. Yeah, this queue just goes on and on and on and on. All right. Well, I'm headed to go get some more coffee and a pasty. Should be cool. So I got some time to kill now, and oh, this looks cool. I think maybe these are like old stables or something, probably. Because I've seen these in Mexico. They turned them into little shops like later, but they're originally to house the horses. All right, now I just need to find me a coffee shop that looks like it has a good bathroom and some pasties. I could just chill, have like a nice little cheap meal, and relax. Wow, I didn't see this one, Victoria Gate. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. It's like bridges like everywhere. It's kind of crazy to think like cars go through here too. There's a car just passes right there. This way. All right, I'm here back in front of the Parliament building again, and I'm just gonna enjoy like a pastry and a coffee again, and just chill. I got tons of time to kill now. I like did everything way faster than expected. So beautiful morning in Gozo. Definitely need to come back and spend more time here. There's just a lot of stuff here to look at. Basically, every country I'm visiting is kind of a bit of a sampler plate. It's just I'm moving around a lot. I'd rather spend like a week or two somewhere and really get to know a place. But based on the psychotic parameters of this trip I organized, I don't think that's going to be possible. So it's fine though. It's like I said, this entire thing is going to be like a little sampler plate. You get to taste a lot of different countries. Well, I'm taking the bus back to the airport. I'm just gonna kind of chill for a few hours and upload some videos and just kind of gather myself for my next country. And yeah, so this is pretty much the end of my time here in Malta. So it's kind of a cool view from the public bus behind me. It's the final views of Malta. Well, now I'm stuck in a tunnel. Here's some of the last views of the shipping and the ports.